Hey everyone. So first of all, I want to say that I hope you enjoyed the new channel intro. It's just a slightly more updated version of the current intro, and it was made by @JojoJet on Twitter, and then I added the sort of sound effects on top of it. But anyway, where are we today? Today we are in Lost Among the Dead, and I have a lot of stuff to show you guys. So let's begin. Okay, so first of all, we have a new spawn area. So as you can see, this is an oil rig, and I much prefer it to the old aeroplane spawn for two reasons, really. First of all, it's a lot larger, so we actually have a whole tutorial section in, and we can fit a lot more stuff in. And also, I think it lends itself to the sort of storyline better. Because it didn't make much sense sort of parachuting out of a plane with no gear on you whatsoever, and then facing a zombie apocalypse. Whereas this at least is slightly more believable. The story that I had in mind was that you're, an oil rig worker, and you know how sometimes they can be out on an oil rig for maybe weeks or months at a time. So the idea that I had is that you've sort of lost contact with the mainland, because obviously there's a zombie apocalypse happening. And so no helicopter or anything has come along, and you've been here for, weeks now, and you've sort of run low on all the rations and everything, so you eventually decide to take the lifeboat and travel all the way to shore in it. And when you get there, you find out that the world has completely gone to waste, really. It's a whole zombie situation happening. So that's the spawn. Let's take a closer look at it now. Okay, so here we are back at spawn. This is the sort of spawn point here. There's a nice online counter there. And over here there's a sign that says enter the lifeboat to start. So all you do is jump in and you get randomly teleported to a point in the map. General info coming soon, tutorial exit, and tutorial entrance. So this is what I want to show you guys quickly now. This is the sort of tutorial that I spent the last few days putting together. I'm really pleased with how it's come out. Welcome to the LATD tutorial. I was going to have all these signs as the hover text, but it looked a lot messier, so we just stuck with signs in the end. I'm going to do a quick sort of run through this just so you get a sort of idea of it. Okay, so LATD is an open world zombie apocalypse survival game. Survival will depend on your ability to loot and fight. These are all loot blocks, right click to open them. So in here we have loot, here I have a cookie, so I can take a cookie out from any of these blocks here. So there are many types of other loot blocks too, so that's not just the sort of selection, there's a lot more, like an oven and everything like that. Vehicles will be coming soon. We actually have a whole sort of idea on how an update system will work. We've got sort of updates planned, like a crafting update, a vehicle update, stuff like that. I'll talk more about that in another video probably. In some loot blocks you will find melee weapons, and notice how swing speed and run speed differ while holding them. So if I get out the screwdriver and machete, you can see that with the machete I sort of walk a lot slower, but my swing speed is pretty slow as well. But obviously it will do a lot more damage than the screwdriver, which hits pretty fast, and I can walk a lot faster with it. Then over here it says now, oh god, I sort of glitched into that fence over there. So now try to hit the zombie with both melee weapons. So I can hit him, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. I'm a bit laggy here in Australia, so do sort of take that in mind. Easy with a machete, but not so easy with a screwdriver. This is because melee weapons have different reach distances as well as attack damage values, etc. Try hitting the zombie with the screwdriver from here. So over here it's a lot easier to hit the zombie because you're a bit closer. So the actual swing animation determines if the zombie is hit or not. So I could actually hit the zombie from over here if I was looking up slightly. I just broke that block, whoops. And so it's sort of the swing animation. So a screwdriver isn't very effective for hitting more than one zombie, but a machete, for example, has a sort of wider swing animation, so is a lot more effective if you're in a sort of more crowded area. So next up, you need to know how to handle a gun. Take out the P99 out of the loot crate over there. So in here, there's the Walther P99. Left click to aim, right click to shoot. Obviously, I don't have any ammo, so take the ammo out of this loot crate. P99 ammo clip. Press R or right click with an empty gun to reload. I should mention that most of the gun models were done by the Orion. He's sort of helping us with the mod pack, and he's worked with the Flans mod before. So they're really cool models, at least most of them that he's done. So yeah, to press R, reload, or right click. You can see I should be in game mode 2 actually. You can see that above my thirst meter there is the amount of ammo I have displayed. Remember to conserve ammo. Guns and ammo are quite rare. Try shooting the zombie on your right, so I can go ahead and just shoot this tutorial zombie. Pretty easy, right? Yeah, pistols are fairly accurate and don't have much recoil. Other weapons are less accurate though, so take range into account when trying to shoot zombies or players. And then in this loot crate there's supposed to be other weapons which you can have a look at the models for, but that's sort of a bug right now that I can't click that, so I've got to fix that. Occasionally you will find gun attachments which you can put onto weapons, so I'm just going to take all of these out of here, and then using the gun modification table you can add attachments. So this is the sort of temporary texture for the gun modification table, and in here we can put any gun in this slot, and you can see you can customize it to your liking. So obviously some things won't go on certain things, like I can't put a 4x scope on this pistol, but I can put a red dot sight and a silencer on it. And this area over here, whoops, this area over here is for the sort of fire modifications, so I don't think this one can have any of them, but things like burst fire and single fire, if you have any of those that are compatible with a weapon, then you can place them there. There are also slots down here for the foregrip and one back here for this stock as well, I believe. I won't bother reading all of that because there's too much text, but continue up ahead to learn about thirst. So the meter above your hunger bar is your thirst meter. If this becomes too low, you die due to dehydration. I need to change that because you don't actually die, but you do get poisoned. So take this bottle out of the crate, and then if I drink this, you can see it heals the thirst. Where did the bottle go? I think I'm lagging. I hope I'm lagging. Let's just take an... Okay, there it is. I was lagging. So there's a leaking pipe up ahead. And from here, I can actually refill my bottle. So from any water source, you can refill your bottle. But some water sources are dirty and may give you weakness and or poison effects. So you can see this is fresh water here, and this is a bottle of water. Now, depending where you got that water from, it may be sort of dirtier than the fresh water, for example. So that concludes the LATD tutorial area. To get started, enter the lifeboat near the spawn point. So if we just go up here, we can go and enter the lifeboat over here. And don't worry, because even if you have items on you, they will all get cleared when you enter the lifeboat. And there's no PvP in spawn, obviously, so you can't, do anything. I just spawned right in front of South Beach, which is one of the larger sort of, I guess I would call it a city in LATD. And this is the beachside city, and I'll quickly sort of show you a few locations in it. So we have the sort of beachfront over here, which has more like ice cream shops and everything like that. Then we have these sort of village houses, the villas, which have more, food loots and everything like that. Then if we go back over here, we have the police station, which is a pretty key location. It has a lot of loots inside it. And then we have the construction area over here, little McDonald's sign, and then a row of sort of shops, so Subway, Bucky's Bakery, apartment buildings over here. So South Beach is one of the larger towns on the first island, the volcanic island, and it'll be pretty busy. With a lot of people here, zombies spawn fairly often, and because the area is more lit up than other areas because of all the street lights and everything, zombies are very much attracted to this area. While I was playtesting earlier, there was about 50 zombies all outside here, and I had to take shelter in this subway over here. But one thing I didn't realize is this subway has no sort of exit, so I was kind of stuck in here and then had to try and make a break for it. But I died very soon after. So while I'm flying to another place that I want to show you, I should have mentioned this earlier, but we are actually pretty much finished with the mod pack. That said, though, it's not downloadable just yet, because we're still doing a few more bug fixes. But this Saturday, I will hopefully, fingers crossed, post a video with instructions on how to download the mod pack and help test as a sort of pre-alpha. And that video with the instructions will be up for maybe a few hours depending on how packed it gets. And then once it's sort of full, I'll take that video down and we'll hopefully fix any bugs that arise from that. And then hopefully the week after, or maybe even the next few days, we will post the trailer, which will sort of come out when the mod pack actually fully releases. So anyway, this is the Submarine Base. This is the military base on the volcanic island, and oh my god, I think this is my sort of favorite area of the volcanic island. It just looks so good. You can see the submarine is already a massive improvement on the older one. The Orion made this new submarine instead of the old one. He's a big fan of everything military, so he knows his stuff. Yeah, this place looks amazing. Obviously, all of these things are lootable, so you can find a lot of good loot in this place. And if you think that the submarine is going to be an easy place to defend, then you are quite mistaken, because this place is an absolute maze inside here. For any of those who played the mod pack in the 1.6 version, they'll probably know that the submarine was the sort of key point of interest, and it was very easy to defend, making it quite unfair on sort of new players trying to sort of get into this better loot. But now we've sort of changed all of that, so it's a lot harder to get into. This base looks absolutely amazing. And I honestly can't wait for you guys to play it, because me and a few friends sort of play tested it earlier, and we were all sort of running to the submarine base to try and get all the good loot. And I just want to show you one last key location, and then I think I'll end the video there. But there is a lot of stuff to explore. I'll try and put a sort of image up of the map that we've got so far, but it is absolutely huge. There is a giant volcano here, which we will add some more stuff onto. It's absolutely huge. So anyway, let's go to the last sort of major location on the volcanic island, which is Newfort. Okay, so here we are in Newfort, and this is the last sort of major town on the volcanic island. There's a lot of really detailed houses here, as you can see, that were built by mythics. Already a few zombies running around. It's got some pretty good loot in it, especially in the sort of garages over there. And I think this is the last place I'm going to show you, because I do want to show more stuff on the desert island, but that won't be coming out in the sort of alpha. The way that we've got it planned at the moment is that we're going to release just this island and what I've sort of showed you in this video, and then we're going to release the desert island probably a week or two after this release, just so we can sort of cope with any bugs on this island. And then after the desert island will be vehicles, and then crafting, hopefully in the next one. And then last of all, hopefully base building. That's something that we do want to do, but we haven't figured that out yet. So that's about it for this video. One last thing that I do want to show you is the new sort of logo for the main menu. I think it's awesome. I think it fits in very well with the sort of buttons that I made. Mythics did that, and it's also the logo used everywhere in the pack. So it's a lot more sort of uniform compared to the last like few logos that we had, which were all sort of just mishmash, wishy-washy stuff. So anyway, that's the end of the video. Make sure you keep an eye out on Saturday. Hopefully I'll have the video out on how to download and join in the pre-alpha of the mod pack. And then when it gets sort of packed, I'll sort of take that video down. But then a few weeks, or more like a week or two after that, there'll be the full release when the actual trailer is out. But anyway, that's all for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.